Good day and welcome back to the channel. Interesting questions. Are freelance girls in Pattaya or anywhere in Thailand to be trusted? Are they bad girls, not trusted enough to work in a bar? Have they failed health checks, so have been removed from a girls' bar? Well, Jake answers all these questions, so let's get into it. And if at any point you do like this video, please subscribe, hit like, share in the comments, hit the bell icon if you really want to. It really helps the channel and it inspires the deaf man to keep walking. Let's get into it again. I got this message from a fella called Jake. Let's get straight into it. It's quite a long one. My name is Jake, and I saved up for 6 months to come for Thailand for a long holiday. I thought I would take up most of my whole holiday allowance in one go and have a really good long break. I work in construction, so things are usually slow over Christmas period, and leading up to it, and with the weather hampering us working, my boss was happy for me to take a holiday at this time. Well, enough about work. So, in the months leading up to my holiday, I researched where to go and was particularly interested in Soy 6 Pattaya as it is renowned for its sensory overload. I wanted to experience it for myself. I've watched numerous videos and warnings about holiday girlfriends, scams, lies, tricks they play. Sob stories, and I thought I was well informed. My mindset was that every Thai girl would try to take me for a fool. This is what every video I watched told me. My flight booked, my case packed, passport check, tickets check, money check, phone stuff check. Let's go. I flew direct from Heathrow with Thai Airways. It was a good flight and way better than I imagined. The air stewardesses were absolutely stunning and the service was impeccable. It was a long flight to what I was used to because my furthest before was Cape Verde, which was about 6 hours, I think. But I slept well on the plane. We got to Bangkok and I was pumping. My first ever holiday solo. I was planning to take the bus to Pattaya, but I thought I'd treat myself and take a taxi. This is when I realised that as a solo traveller, I could do exactly as I pleased. No discussions about cost versus time versus comfort. I figured I had 6,000 English pounds in my pocket, so an extra £25 for a taxi is peanuts. And I found a fixed price taxi service in the lowest level at the airport, which was 12.50 to Pattaya. So I arrived at my hotel and it was right at the top of Soy 6, Centawa Central Pattaya. I'd booked 3 nights. Well, happy. Hotel was good, mostly Indian guests, which was absolutely fine with me. I went across the road to buy some street food, and there's an actual Boeing 747 parked in the food court. I was full. It was 9 p.m. Showered, shaved, smelled good, looked good. Soy 6, so here I come. Well, I've seen the videos, loads of them, but oh my word, I wasn't ready for the actual thing. It was truly mental. The noise, the traffic, the girls, it was like a surreal dream. I was tugged by girls, hit with inflatables, dragged into bars. One girl that absolutely ticked all my boxes was the one for me. We had a drink. Yes, I checked the bin every time. I told her it's my first time, and then thought, Jakey boy, wake up, remember the videos. I thought, right now I'm still pretty knackered, caught up in the moment. Reality check, reality check. I wanted the whole works, but refused. I'd only been in Thailand 6 hours, so slow and steady. I did, however, bar fine her to a room upstairs and had a short time. She may have ticked all my boxes before, But when we got down to it, it seemed very run of the mill. So I left after we had finished, and to be completely honest, I was ready for bed on my own. It's been a long day. 7-Eleven on the corner next to my hotel. That was me for the night. So the next day, chilled out by the pool, text from family members to say I was safe and sound, which I should have done last night if I'm completely honest. Went to a night market, which was open all day, and across the big central Pattaya Mall. Downstairs is a food market, which was delicious. So much choice. I don't know why the UK shopping centres don't have the same business model. So in the evening, I found myself on Beach Road, walking towards Walking Street and walking on the beach side of the road as it's wider and less busy. Hi, handsome, said a girl as she approached me. She was so cute, absolutely stunning, quite tall. So my mind went back to the videos I'd watched Ladyboys. No way, can't be. Are you a real girl? I asked sheepishly. Well, with that, she took my hand and strategically placed it and said, All a woman, me. Then with her other hand, she squeezed me and said, And you all man, and licked her lips. I couldn't believe it. I thought to myself, nothing like this has ever happened to me before. We chatted a while. Her name was Thong. Yeah, right, I thought. Lie number one. And then the business transaction was discussed. Short time 1,000, long time 2,000. We went to the food market close to the beach. I was hungry again. But then I said, let us go to the open air restaurant by Soy 6. But it is expensive, she cautioned me. It's okay, I said. We got there. The waiter pointed at the Wagyu steak. She said no and chose a couple of traditional Thai dishes. He turned to me, promoting the steak. Very good steak, sir. And again, to Thong, trying to convince her to change her order. After a few harsh Thai sentences, he backed down and took her orders. I asked Thong what was said, and she explained that he got commission from selling steak, and why should she worry because the foreigner was paying for it. Thank you, Thong, I said to her. The video warnings and advice about Thai women and freelancers was still heightened in my mind. Is she lulling me into a false sense of security, I thought. I obviously couldn't know what the Thai conversation was. So we had some delicious food, and Thong only wanted beer, although there were cocktails on the menu. After an hour or so, I looked at the time. Where shall we go now? She asked. We can have short time room 5 minutes away. Well, I had a gut feeling that Thong was different. Yes, a lot of videos talk of this, and I cautioned myself that it was only my second night. I thought, go with your gut, Jake, but think with your brains, not your balls. So I said, my hotel is only 5 minutes. We will go there. So we walked to my hotel and I asked her if she would put her ID card with reception. She said yes, of course, because we do not know each other. She then showed me her ID card and her actual name was Thong. We had a drink, shower, and some aerobics in my room. She told me to put my stuff in the room safe because it is a good habit to get into if I meet other girls. We fell asleep and she woke me with a coffee and a stimulating hand massage. We showered once more and she asked if it was okay for her to leave. We can have breakfast and order you a taxi, I said. I gave her 2,000 baht and said, how much is a taxi? I live only 5 minutes walk, she said. There is no need for a taxi. Her honesty was making me feel guilty for mistrusting her. But that's what the videos and advice said to do. We had breakfast in the hotel. She had only melon, fruit, and yogurt. You can have as much food as you like, I told her. It is free. She patted her tummy and said, the cost is not free. The cost is a round belly. She actually had the most perfect flat tummy I'd ever had the pleasure to hold. Even better than the size 6 girl who had stretch marks but no kids. After breakfast, I said I would walk her home. Part of me wanted to know more about her and to see if she really lived so close. The videos were playing on my mind. There's no need to, she said. I would be embarrassed for you to see my accommodation. I insist, I said, and went to reception for her ID card. We walked just 5 minutes and she stopped at a not very nice complex. Thank you, she said. Can I see your room? I asked. A shocked look came over her face. Oh, it's not really where you live, I thought. Gotcha. But it is a humble room with nothing nice, she said. Let me see, I said, and she reluctantly agreed. Yes, it was humble. Blankets on a 3-inch thick mattress that looked like it was from a sunbed. A hanging rail with clothes and a tap over a water barrel for the shower and the toilet room. But although it was sparse and pitiful, it was spotlessly clean. We chatted for a while and I said, Why do you work freelance and not in the bars? Surely it is better salary in the bars and you get commission for drinks. Now my mind was on the videos again. Freelancers, bad girls, no health checks, no discipline, and all the other reasons. Simply put, she said, a bar girl must sign a contract for months and must work 6 days a week and is controlled by a mama son. If a disgusting man pays her a bar fine, then she has little or no choice. She must sleep with him. But I do not have to, and if I work for 3 short times a week, I can survive. It is as simple as this. If a disgusting man talks to me on the street, I can say no. After a while, I bid her farewell and I left, but couldn't get her off of my mind. All day I was in a quandary, and I could not bear it any longer. Plus, the aerobics was the most passionate I have ever had the pleasure of having. So I made a plan. I saw her on Beach Road at around 8 p.m. So I went to her condo at 6 and waited in the bar opposite. At around 7 she came out and I called her name. Her face lit up into a massive smile. Absolute beautiful woman. I walked over to her and said, Long time? Long time, please. Can I see you for a few days? Let's go somewhere. Now I followed her advice about only booking a hotel for a few days at a time in case it was not for me. I was in the wrong area for what I wanted. So tonight was my third night out of 4, so I thought I would spend the next 2 nights with Thong. If long time is 2,000, do I need to pay for daytime too? I asked, just to see her response. You will buy my food? She asked. Yes, I replied. Then 2,000 is adequate, she replied, squeezing my hand. Can I go change my clothes so I do not look like a bar girl? She asked. And pack underwear and things. I could buy you some, I said. And she said, No, there is no need, I have in my room. We spent the next few days. Yes, I extended the hotel booking in paradise. There was nothing she would not do. And the only thing she did ask me to do, which cost money, was to go to a health screen clinic to get a certificate of health. But why do I need this? I asked. Because I want to eat you and taste you, she replied, in the flesh. But first, I want to be safe. We both were checked and got the all clear. The aerobics went from cloud 9 to 7th heaven. During our time together, Thong would advise me where to go for authentic food at sensible prices, good places to visit, and would resist when I tried to buy her something for herself. So, all in all, my advice is to follow your gut, but keep your brain in your head because I can categorically state that nobody should ever tar all the same people with the same brush. Maybe I was just very lucky getting such a beautiful woman with impeccable morals. Did I get the 1% of good, honest freelancers? Or is the bad 1% of freelancers all we ever hear about? Because people only want to know the horror stories. So, actually, that last sentence, do we only want to hear the horror stories? That really resonates with me. And I believe maybe we do only want to hear the horror stories. And as I said in my last video, Thai people are generally absolutely 100% honest. Obviously, there's a few, maybe 1%. I actually believe it's even less than that, 1%. So, what do you think? Leave it in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Really, really does help the channel. With your comments, your likes, subscribes. Does help the channel. If you want to contact me with your story, contact me on deafmanwalking1962 at outlook.com. I'll leave it in the comments or in the description below. Final word. We should educate ourselves with all these videos we see about freelancers and bar girls. But as Jake said, do not tar everybody with the same brush. Thong works to survive, not to be rich, and she has morals. Saying this, though, it is wise to be on your guard. Have your wits about you all the time. It's best to be wise to the scams, but take each girl as you find her. So do not discount all the scam, lies, and tricks and videos. After all, they are mostly done to sell services in your business transaction. So just remember part of what Thong said in her statement. If a disgusting man pays her bar fine, then she has little or no choice. She must sleep with him. But if I work for short time, for 3 times a week, I can survive. This is what it's about to a lot of the girls, survival.